Welcome. I am Martheus. The commodity-backed crypto money system. Money should be issued by the management of industries that contribute to the gross domestic product of our economy. In terms of what we need to survive, banks and governments do nothing for us. It's true. People in banking are magician tricksters, and the people in government are actors. They are in the distraction, entertainment, surveillance business. If you have any doubts about this, watch my Where Does Money Come From? And Who is Our Wizard of Oz videos. As far as the things humanity needs to survive go, that all comes from God, nature, and ourselves. There are two things I'm hoping to accomplish by making this video. First, to suggest to the youth of today that there is another future possible where debt, war, and poverty do not exist, and second, to provide discussion points for insightful social discourse in hopes of creating an inspired, educated, and convicted grassroots movement of people who will learn how to wean themselves off the dollar system. Our current dollar system is what is known as a debt currency system, and it creates oppressive extremes in wealth distribution and is creating a sense of hopelessness in our youth. Our debt dollar system enslaves humanity while a credit system can free it. This is the biggest problem in the world, and we now have a chance to fix it. To grasp this concept, I will need to make clear the distinction between the commercial economy and the investment economy and the danger of equating the two. Also, I will imagine for you a scenario as to how we might transition from this dollar debt system into a credit money system and how this might be done with a simple refocus of existing economic infrastructure. Finally, I will imagine for you a world credit money system that would provide abundance enough to eliminate poverty, while at the same time distributing the world's wealth so broadly that large-scale warfare would be an economic impossibility. Let's begin. One of the key principles we need to keep in mind is there are different types of economies at play in our world. The jargon we use assumes one big pool of money, but that is not true. There are different types of money, and one very important distinction economists have made is that of commercial money being distinct from investment money. Because investment bankers had caused the Great Depression, the U.S. government wrote a piece of legislation in 1933 that made it illegal for bankers to take money from unqualified investors. This was known as the Glass-Steagall Act. Bill Clinton destroyed Glass-Steagall in 1999 and unleashed the wolves of Wall Street onto an unsuspecting American public. Now the American economy is grinding to a halt as the commercial economy was pulled into the investment economy. The lesson we take from this is that commercial money represents food on the table and a roof over our heads. Investment money is storytelling. While storytelling has value in society, it is not on the same level as bringing home food or building shelter. So here are 2 points to consider if we're talking about changing our money system. 1. Money is not currency. Money has intrinsic value. 2. In order for currency to be money, it needs to be tethered to something of value. Only commercial money is money, and it is only money if it is tied to something of tangible value. From Wikipedia. Commodity money is money whose value comes from a commodity of which it is made. Commodity money consists of objects having value or use in themselves, as well as their value in buying goods. This is in contrast to representative money, which has little or no intrinsic value but represents something of value, and fiat money, which has value only because it has been established as money by government regulation. Examples of commodities that have been used as media of exchange include gold, silver, copper, salt, peppercorns, tea, decorated belts, shells, alcohol, cigarettes, silk, candy, nails, coca beans, cowries, and barley. Only industry is capable of issuing money because money is a claim ticket. When we talk about a currency that is backed by something, what we are essentially talking about is a claim ticket. This is how paper money started. It was more convenient to carry around the paper receipt for the gold than the gold. When you think about it, only the people who actually make the thing that the claim ticket represents can make good on the promise to deliver. Today, the finance industry doesn't make anything of tangible value, yet it writes the claim tickets for everything. This is what has to change. The commodity-backed crypto money system. It only seems right that the people who provide the goods that keep our society running should be given the privilege of issuing the credit that keeps our society running. This is how I think a new world money system should go. I've been studying this topic for 30 years, and I have just tried to apply every principle of money that I have learned, and this is what I came up with. Only the commodities. There will be agriculture coins, energy coins, metals coins, forestry coins, and unique coins. This system that I am proposing is uniquely the province of the producers and manufacturers of the commodities, which are the basis for all our fundamental needs. This privilege of money issuance does not go to the value-added manufacturers, distributors, wholesalers, or resellers of any sort. This will be the money of the real sixth-dimensional world. All commodities become tethered to a currency redeemable for a set amount of that commodity. Integrated and open book accounting. Everything is open book accounting. Information about every coin that is issued, when it is issued, and to whom it is issued is available to anyone with a computer and cares to know. The accounting will be managed by an audit interface that each industry creates. The Audit Interface DAO. Central to my commodity-backed crypto money system is this concept of an audit interface. This interface will integrate blockchain technology into the accounting systems of the industry members. It will audit and tally the monthly production records of its respective industry members and issues the coin claim tickets. It is my opinion that this audit interface should be structured as a decentralized autonomous organization.
A decentralized autonomous organization, also called DAO, is an organization that is run by rules that are created by their members through a consensus process and then written into a set of contracts that are run via computer code, thus enabling the automated management of a distributed organization. On a more technical level, a DAO is an organization that is managed through rules encoded in smart contracts and run on the blockchain. DAOs are online platform communities with their resources organized according to rules agreed in advance and set out in its code. DAOs are an open-source software capable of modification through member consensus.
This is the principal innovation that I am proposing for society. This new Audit Interface DAO is made up of a new conglomeration of industry association leaders, ex-government and bank employees, and struggling cryptocurrency issuers. These will be the three pillars that make up the foundation that the money of the future will rest on. Industry association leaders. The first pillar humanity's prosperity rests upon are the long-time trusted veterans of the commodity industries. These individuals should be recognized and elevated into foundational positions within the Audit Interface DAO. Their role would be to help the existing industry transition into the new industry protocols, implement quality assurance programs, as well as provide industry insight and translation services for industry jargon. Ex-government and bank employees. If we are talking about a new world credit economy, the banks and the governments that depend on them go away. What will we do with all the bank and government workers, the tax collectors and the auditors? In my model, these people redeem themselves and become respected as the second pillar of the foundation of our prosperity. Their new role as the DAO auditor is to audit the businesses who make the commodities. They will ensure that the industries that make the commodities not cheat and will provide assurance the appropriate amount of crypto money is issued to match the inventories produced. Struggling cryptocurrency issuers. The existing cryptocurrency market has over 10,000 coins listed on internet exchanges. Bitcoin is the biggest and is worth as much as all the others combined. Many of these small coins have expertise in the technology but are lacking a solid business case that would bring value to their coins. These bright entrepreneurs are the third pillar. To my thinking, they understand this new tool called blockchain and how to use it in a business context better than anyone. They can help us all better understand what technology can do for us. The entrepreneurs that match this description should approach various industry associations and bring them the suggestion that they issue their own money. Various commodity industry association leaders should approach some of the technically strong but marketing weak cryptocurrency entrepreneurs and suggest to them that they change the focus of their business and stop issuing cryptocurrency and begin issuing crypto money. It would distinguish them from every other coin on the exchanges. To illustrate how this system would work, I am going to use steel as the example. Steel is a secondary commodity and one of the most complex. There are hundreds of different grades of steel, and it is derived from iron ores, so there are many players in this equation. Understanding the most complex commodity will give us confidence that the principles will apply through all the other commodities, as they are less complex. Iron ore coin. In order to make steel, manufacturers need iron ore pellets, so we begin with them. Acme Iron Ore Inc. produces iron ore pellets and is a member of the Steel Coin Audit Interface DAO. This DAO is legitimized by being empowered to be able to audit member manufacturers and by being able to issue the representative credit for their inventory. So, for example, Acme Iron Ore Inc. produces 80 million kilograms of iron ore pellets and has that in inventory for June 30th month end. The Dow Industry Association leader and the Dow auditor inspect quality and confirm quantity. Once approved, the Dow auditor will authorize the Dow blockchain manager to issue 80 million iron ore coins. These coins will be given back directly to the industry participants, which are the labor and management of Acme Iron Ore Inc., in the manner outlined in the Steel Coin Audit Interface DAO protocols. In a sense, the sales are pre-done. The business model for the commodity-making industries is well understood. With established production protocols, the operating margins of these businesses are well known. Equitable distribution of company wealth can be assured by being programmed into the blockchain that represents that coin. Labor management and executive salaries are assured to be distributed fairly. Profits are not hoarded at the top. No Jeff Bezoses here. I believe that at first, industry participants would have to take their iron ore coins to the cryptocurrency markets to redeem the value contained in the coin. I would say that the common unit of value that all the commodity coins should be measured against should be Bitcoin for the following reasons. It is the soundest of all asset classes, it is immutable, it is non-inflationary, it is transparent, it has large-scale adoption. We need to get the dollar out of the equation. As long as we value everything against the dollar, we will continue to have economic volatility. A byproduct of such a system would be the end of price volatility. In this model, the businesses that want the commodity need to acquire it through the existing decentralized cryptocurrency marketplace, not through the bank. This will have the very real effect of bringing more dollars into the crypto space, as assets such as inventory begin to be valued in cryptocurrency. There would be no choice but to convert dollars into crypto in order to access the commodity. I believe that the incentive of needing the coin for the commodity and no other forces industry to adopt. Any pain that might be felt by resistance to this new system would be buffered as the coins would provide the revenue and be well received by the cryptocurrency community. This will help us to make the transition away from the dollar system. Back to the steel industry. All of the steel manufacturers need iron ore pellets. In order to get pellets for their production, they need to acquire 1 iron ore coin for each kilogram of iron ore pellets they need. Thus, if they need 2 million kilograms of iron ore pellets, they will need to go to the crypto market and buy 2 million iron ore coins. These coins are redeemable with the Steel Coin Audit Interface DAO. Once the DAO has the coins, they are put into the DAO Trust, which we will discuss later, and release approval is given for the inventory to be delivered to the steel manufacturer by the iron ore pellet manufacturer. Every month the process repeats. New iron ore coins are made up for each kilogram of iron ore pellets produced. At the same time, iron ore coins begin to accumulate in the trust of the Steel Coin Audit Interface Group. Following the process further, we will look at one of the secondary steel producers, the carbon steel makers. Carbon steel is broken down into 4 categories: 10XX, 11XX, 12XX, and 15XX carbon steel. The 10XX category is broken down into 52 different grades of steel. Each of these grades has a different exact value, and that value can be measured against carbon steel coin. For example, AISI 1005 has less value than AISI 1006. So, for 1 kilogram of AISI 1005 grade steel, you would need to present 1 carbon steel coin. Whereas for 1 kilogram of AISI 1006 grade steel, you would need to present 1.0548 carbon steel coin. And so it is with the other categories of carbon steel: 11XX, 12XX, and 15XX. At the end of the month, all of the inventory is valued in worth relative to carbon steel coin. For example, Johnson Carbon Steel Inc. is a member of the Steel Coin Audit Interface DAO. For September 30th month end, they produced 9 million kilograms of carbon steel products valued at 10 million carbon steel coin. The Dow Industry Association leader and the Dow auditor inspect quality and confirm quantity. Once approved, the Dow auditor will authorize the Dow blockchain manager to issue 10 million carbon steel coins. These coins will be given back directly to the industry participants, which are the labor and management of Johnson Carbon Steel Inc., in the manner outlined in the Steel Coin Audit Interface Dow protocols. Industry participants take their carbon steel coins to the cryptocurrency markets to redeem the value contained in the coin. And so the process would go for all the member businesses of the Steel Coin Audit Interface DAO: the alloy steel producers, the stainless steel producers, and the tool steel producers. The net result for the new steel coin industry is that the producers are all paid and sitting with inventory that is ready to back up all the new coins sold into the cryptocurrency markets, while the cryptocurrency markets for the first time have crypto money and an entire economy of manufacturers clamoring to get it. I believe that this should be the model for all the commodities, and they should each have their own coin. Do you make any of these? Then you have the power to issue credit. If you are a hog producer, talk to your Hog Producers Association. Get them to educate themselves about this new tool that has been invented called the blockchain. Invest hundreds of hours of your time so you can have the power of the banks. Better than the banks doing it, because they can't back it up with anything. It is my hope that shortly after implementation, society would adopt this proposal of mine, and industry participants would be able to pay expenses directly. Ultimately, grocery stores should accept any of the ag coins, hardware stores should accept the forestry and mineral coins, and utilities should accept the energy coins as payment, as they will need to use these coins to acquire more inventory. What about the redeem coins building up in the Dow trusts? While the member companies keep all the revenue from the sale of the inventories, the Dow keeps all the redeemed coins. This is the unspoken power of the banks that the world's providers should rightfully own. There's much discussion as to what to do with the coins that have been redeemed and are now in the possession of the Dow that owns the blockchain. Perhaps as the demand for the coins grows and redemptions are not keeping up with inventory, some of these coins can be distributed to the Dow owners as dividends that they are allowed to sell into circulation. The amount of iron ore and claim tickets in existence increases every month, making society richer. Note that this is not inflation. Notice that the growth is geometric, not exponential. Every year we work a little bit more and we add a little bit more value. This is actual wealth created by industry that remains for society to use. This is credit, not debt. No one is asking for this back. The money that builds up in this type of economy will bring to society the true value of our hard work. The wealth will stay with us. Right now, all of our hard work is stolen through taxation and debt financing and used to make weapons, build armies, increase surveillance, misdirect the people, and empower police for the purpose of destroying what people worked so hard to make. Plus, there is an immediate windfall for anyone who adopts this system, as there will be an opportunity to issue more coins than inventory. There is an effect of filling the pipeline with coins that will give extra room for the commodity-backed crypto money system to issue more coins than there is in inventory. I guess I am appealing to the blockchain developers out there to be able to purpose this new tool towards the secure and equitable delivery of these commodity goods. I believe the jobs created by such a system will be the most sought after in society, and they will be the most revered and respected, for they are the ones that keep us alive. No longer will we revere those who kill. In this vision, it is those who sacrifice their time to provide for all of us, those who engage in these dangerous and sometimes exhaustive endeavors. These are the heroes of my world, not the people that kill and imprison. War is shameful and a scam. Large-scale warfare is only possible when the wealth of the world is centralized into the hands of the few. Through manipulation of currency, they, the Council on Foreign Relations, are able to waste massive amounts of resources destroying assets. That has been the history of the world since the founding of the Bank of England. If we stop using their dollar debt system and return to sound money backed by Bitcoin and commodities, war becomes unaffordable and infantile. Who is going to spend their Bitcoin to buy billions of dollars of bombs just to destroy them? How is that good for anybody's balance sheet? As far as eliminating poverty goes, it is self-evident that giving the power to issue credit to the providers of the world's needs distributes the world's wealth more equitably. The incentive for people to do this is to become wealthy, the same way the banks did it, by fighting for the power to issue credit. In a credit system, there is no interest to pay nor interest to be gained. The drive to hoard wealth notches down a few gears as the idea of living off of the interest of your money is not an option in a credit economy. Let's face it, the world is different. Things are possible now that had never been possible before. It is time for a change, and the first thing to go is the banking system. If we lose this banking system, we get rid of war, poverty, and systemic oppression. I won't take you through the steps, but if you educate yourself on how this current banking system works, you will learn that we imprison ourselves by wanting their currency. Remember what Clemenceau said, "Money is far too serious a matter to be left to central bankers."